Hi, everybody.
Oh, we're going to wave?
Wait. It's Kim and Betsy and Simone, and we're the Fleece and Harmony gang. And if you're watching this on the day that it's published, hopefully it's published on the day it's supposed to be this time. It's November 14th. Where is the time going?
It's flying by.
It's craziness. Anyway, November 14th, and we're recording on November 10th. So tomorrow is Remembrance Day around here. So I have my little poppy on, and I found these excellent they have little pins that you can put in the center, so you don't have to just have the stick pin. Mm-hmm. I've already lost 2 poppies, and I'm only a week in. So anyway, now they have these little things that you can do for the center. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. And this is being, as I said, recorded on November 10th, and we're in the yarn shop in the woolen mill on the sheep farm in Belfast, Prince Edward Island, Canada. Yay! So we have kind of a lot of stuff to talk about, and we've got some ideas for your Christmas knitting. Mm-hmm. If you still have time to do the ideas that we have, mm-hmm. So that's good. We're going to catch you up on our projects and show color selection for another project, and that's about it. So. We all got sick after the last, and in fact, I don't know, I think all of Belfast and Mowry, the east end of the PEI, mm-hmm. everybody's had the cold. Yeah. There's not a person you meet that doesn't have some kind of little croak in their throat.
Lingering something or other.
Yes. It was all just colds. And you could tell the difference between, mm-hmm. and nothing more serious than a cold, but man, everybody had it. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's why it's called the common cold.
Yes, it was very common. And it seems to be, like, I don't feel bad now, but you can still hear it.
Yeah, right? It lingers.
It lingers, yeah. So that's it. So we were all, so I actually didn't have, I could have done it because I wasn't feeling that bad, but I didn't have the motivation to do I just didn't have the motivation to do it. So I think it's the first time ever that we missed a Friday that the podcast was supposed to go out, and I just didn't do it. I took a rest.
I just didn't do it.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, but we're back on track, and we're all feeling better. And but you'll still hear us, but we're in better shape than we were a week and a half ago. Anyway, so on the farm, man, how there's wind and rain every single day. Mm-hmm.
It's calm at the, well, I guess it's breezy, but it's gloomy.
Yeah, but they didn't. Ken told me they closed the schools today already in anticipation.
Oh, no. The schools are already closed for a teacher's report card writing day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although it's the first time, I think, on the island that they've done that, where they've actually assigned them a report card writing day.
Oh, okay.
Which, in support of teachers,
oh yeah,
it's a great idea.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, they're pressed pretty hard to get those report cards done, like all evenings and weekends.
Oh, okay.
So it's nice that they've provided that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, but we are expecting thunder and lightning today.
Oh, okay.
So they put warnings on the bridge, and the ferries aren't going because high winds and rain and thunder and lightning. And all summer we were just dying for rain. Mm-hmm. And now I think we've gotten more rain in the last 4 weeks than I don't know what. Yeah. We're just happy it's not snow. Because it's, and we were talking about
it was in Ontario.
Yeah.
Not a storm, but just some. So
yeah,
I always think, but you corrected me on this. I always have this vision that weather moves like west to east across Canada, but you were explaining that weather patterns don't actually quite work that way. So,
well, it does have sometimes
a little bit, but but I always think whatever they have, we'll have like 2 days later. Because that's how long it takes to dry.
The closer you get to the ocean, the more it starts to moderate a little bit. So anyway. But yesterday, Ken and I went for a walk in Greenwich Park.
Nice.
Yeah, so we went to one of our favorite seafood restaurants that's around here, and that was Clam Diggers. So, and we shared a beach platter. There's all the
what do you get? All the clams.
scallops, a piece of haddock,
Nice.
fried haddock, and I think that's it. And they do whoever's doing the cooking there now, they have some serious frying skills.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
I love a good fry.
I know. I can tell you that it's actually every time we eat there, I comment on it.
Nice.
So it's that good. So anyway, and it's not, you don't really know how bad it can be until you've had a good one. Yeah. So it's true. Yeah. So what is it, Betsy, about you're the more cookiest of all of us? Is it the temperature?
Your temperature of your frying
And
oil.
clean frying oil.
Clean frying oil, temperature, and even what they're using leaves different residue.
Oh, okay.
Different types of oil will leave different residue.
Anyway, if you're into like fried clams or fish and chips or whatever, it's just like well, I'm commenting on it. So
I'm funny because I haven't been on the East Coast my whole life. We often go out for dinner. When we go out for dinner, I will often choose fish and chips, and sometimes like kind of scold myself and be like, "You really should try something else." But I'm like, "But I'm on the East Coast, and it's fish and chips, and it's really good."
Yeah,
We made that for last time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. How about you? Are you a fish and chip lover?
I do love fish and chips.
Do you?
But I noticed towards the end of last week, that Cooper says fresh scallops.
Oh, yeah.
That's
good
yeah.
too.
That's the season that we're
Wrap
headed
'em in
into.
bacon.
Yeah.
No.
No.
You fry them in a little bit of butter and a little lemon juice.
Oh,
That sounds good too.
And you barely
yeah.
cook them.
and wrap them in bacon.
Okay, girls, this is like I'm gonna get way too hungry if we don't like cut to the chase here.
All right. So that's that. So that's why I had to put my little tummy tamer on today to wear my sweater.
Oh.
Anyway, and so then I don't know, like there's nothing else about the farm, but it is coming up to Remembrance Day, and we always put some importance on that because if you viewers that have watched us for a while know that my grandfather was in the war. He came home, but he fought overseas in Italy and Holland. And I don't know, did you have family that went overseas as well? Yeah. How about you, Betsy?
I did not.
No?
But that's because I come from a strong pacifist Mennonite background.
Yeah.
So my
Conscientious.
grandfather, but they still served in the sense that they dug ditches,
Yeah.
they laid railroads, but no, they did not actually fight in the wars.
Yes. Yeah. So anyway, it's and it seems to be. At one point I can remember that I used to think, well, people are going to just forget about Remembrance Day and it won't really mean anything anymore because there's no big wars and but I think it's even more important now.
Yeah.
Like, too bad more people wouldn't remember.
Yes.
Simone and I had the privilege of going to the high school, which they do a Remembrance Day program every year, but this year was particularly poignant. They had 2 students from Europe who were there as exchange and were able to share just a different perspective on it. So one young lady from Germany shared a bit of a story, and it was just really touching to hear their perspective on that, on sort of the recovering and healing from what happened.
Yeah.
And then also there was a young lady from the Ukraine
Who
to hear a 17-year-old girl telling stories from a first-hand perspective was just really moving and intense. So it was a really good program. The veterans were there, and it was really just probably one of the most moving Remembrance Day programs I was at.
Oh, wow.
Definitely.
Okay. So tomorrow we're closed, so we'll take time to remember tomorrow. And the cenotaph for our little community is at the Presbyterian Church, and they just did somebody volunteered to do a whole like landscaping project around it and stuff. So it's really been they always looked after it really well, but they did a little bit of a revive and created like a park-like second.
Yes, and I think it took a little beating in Fiona.
Yes.
So there was they had fixed it up after that, and then I think they've just kind of just made the ground around it a little more solid.
Yes, exactly. And I have to say, the other day when I was going to church, I saw 2 veterans picking up even the little sticks around it and stuff like that. So it's important. It's important to remember. So, on that note, we'll move on, and we're going to start. We're going to start the podcast proper with a shop update, and it's kind of all about holiday with a little cherry on top at the end. So, a project that both Simone and Betsy have picked out colors for.
Yeah.
So we'll get started with holiday fun. Yes. So this is do you have your Christmas tree up yet?
No. I wait till after Remembrance Day.
Okay.
And I won't start with the tree because we do live.
Yeah.
But I was chatting with Simone that I might break out the lights early this year.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And how about you?
It goes up after Remembrance Day.
Yeah.
And I just have a little like pencil tree. It's a fake tree.
Yeah.
And I really love it.
Yeah.
And last year I left it up to the middle of February because I enjoy the twinkle lights.
Yes.
Well, and if it's going to be this gloomy.
Yes,
Sometimes
I know.
you need that in the winter
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. I was always a girl that put it up on around the 20th of December, and then we would take it down on New Year's Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
But the last couple of years, it's just comforting.
Yes.
We've left it up, but we get a live tree, so it comes to an end at some point. But anyway, I have to admit, we have a wood lot, like about 26 acres of wood lot, and every year Ken goes around and he kind of scouts out for where the good trees are. So we had where the trees that we would be taking for Christmas trees picked out for about 4 years, and then Fiona flattened everything around them. So we've gone out and up into the wood lot a couple times, and so it was looking pretty like slim pickings. And I don't like it when it's too full because I like space between the branches because I have a lot of, they're not old, but they're Victorian style glass ornaments, and some of them are big and they hang. So I like kind of, when it comes into the house, it looks a bit sparse compared to some of the trees that you see in tree lots, but a wild tree is perfect. But I don't really they're not quite big enough, the ones that are the right shape. And so Ken and I went for a drive yesterday, and I can't lie, I was scouting around in the ditches. Do you think somebody owns that tree? Could we go back? Don't even go there.
No.
So I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll have to find one somewhere in our wood lot, I guess. But yeah, maybe. I don't know. It'll be beautiful. Well, we could ask permission.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
There are a couple of Christmas tree
lots.
farms quite close to
Yeah,
here.
but they all make them all so
they're
bushy.
too nice.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Well,
They're too
I'm sure
perfect.
you could probably find a few in there that aren't that have been
maybe.
left behind by everyone else.
Yeah,
and
the
need
one.
a home.
Yeah, exactly. Adopt a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we did that, but after we had our lunch and scouted out the ditches for potential Christmas trees, we went to Greenwich Park. And Greenwich Park is a national park here on PEI that I didn't even know about until a tourist came in and asked me how far away from Greenwich. And I said, "What is this park you speak of?" I have never even heard it. Anyway, it's got one of the most beautiful beaches, another beach on PEI, which is absolutely gorgeous and hardly anybody there. They have a really great interpretive center there with, little things about wildlife and stuff. But on the other side of the road and up a bit, they actually have a floating boardwalk that goes over like bog type ground or whatever. So have you done those trails, Simone?
Yes.
Yeah.
We did too. We did it in the winter.
Did
so
ya?
we went over
Okay.
those, and they leave that floating walkway
Boardwalk,
out.
yeah.
And so it's really cool. When
Yeah.
there's ice on there.
Oh, because it
So-
crunches probably.
Well, no. So you're still on the wood, which doesn't have ice, but the bog part is kind of frozen. But I don't think it freezes quite solid, or it
Okay.
hadn't that time. So we were skimming other pieces of ice across the top of it, and it makes these really cool, like, boinging sounds.
Oh.
Almost. The water and the ice. It was really neat.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we're going to have to go back.
Check it out in the winter.
Yeah, and it looks over St. Peter's Bay, which is just beautiful there. And I was surprised there was quite a few people there. Like you were passing people on the trail, and we weren't really dressed to do a trail. And So we just kind of did, there's a little short loop that goes around St. Peter's Bay, and we did take the time to do the harmony part from that. So we'll be able to show you. And if you see all these little buoys and stuff in the water, it's probably oyster farmers, I think, that are there. So you'll see, you might see all these little black things in the water in the scenes that we have, and it's not birds. It's
or seals strategically doing synchronized swimming.
Yeah, no. I think it would be the oyster. Do you think it's oysters or mussels?
It's probably mussels.
Mussels. Okay. Anyway,
I'd have to see.
some kind of aquaculture is happening there as well. Okay, so we'll get to the shop update, and the first thing that we want to talk about is Christmas balls. Yes. Okay, and we're already laughing because we were having naughty little jokes about.
What are you talking about?
Not us.
Not us. Never.
Okay, so we have one of our favorite books was the 55 Christmas Balls to Knit by Arne and Carlos, which is now sadly out of print. And sorry, I wasn't broken up because it was out of print, because you just have time to recover, because they have a new book with the 65 festive knitting patterns that you can put on your Christmas tree. So I think most of these patterns came out of the series that Arne and Carlos did during COVID, where they were doing balls. They were doing balls every week, I think, or every 2 weeks.
And some, I don't know, did they do like some small blanket square?
Yes.
Yeah. So they did a lot of things, but I'm sure that the old book had a template, and you could do your own designs as well. So I'm sure that these all follow the same kind of template. And when I first got the 55 Christmas Balls to Knit book, I knit a bunch of the balls. So we're just these are not designs from here necessarily. They're just examples. And what's important to know is they call for I think these are done in their Norwegian wool, which is kind of a worsted weight. So the balls that in this book will probably be larger and more like this size, because I knit these balls out of our worsted weight yarn, which is the same specs as the Norwegian wool.
Yeah. I was going to say, I recognize the spin on that.
Yeah, exactly. And then these were done on a fingering weight. So it's a similar, it would have came from the same pattern book because it's got the little angels. So you use a smaller needle and a lighter yarn, and then they come out more like this size. So your yarn, you can do it on any size yarn, just the size of the ball is different. Then we had a customer that sent us one year this Christmas ball, and this is made from our lace weight yarn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
like
it's much more, or no, maybe it's, is it sock or?
Sock.
Oh, sock.
Rhubarb sock and
yeah.
natural, I would say that is.
Yeah. And so it was in a little bag, so it's a little bit misshapen, but you can see the detail that's on that when you're using a fingering weight. So anyway, so they're really, really fun. And they're pretty easy to do. The trickiest part of all is just getting the first 6 stitches on, because you have to use, they suggest double pointed needles, but you could use magic loop if you want. But if you want to use double pointed needles, after doing 1 or 2 and maybe cursing a little bit because of the first, until you get the first few rounds going and getting the cast on, untwist it, like when you go to join it. I figured out a method to do it, and I did a tutorial about it. So if you will go on our YouTube channel, you can, I think the tutorial is called Starting Your Christmas Balls, and it will give you a little bit of a tips and tricks to get them on the needles and without having twisted the bottom part of it. So anyway, so that's really fun. I'm looking forward to digging into this and seeing what's up with that. And we also have restocked the kits for our friend our friend Joanne has designed this little pattern It's very intricate. It's not hard to do, but it's done on, this is also sock yarn, I think, right?
Felted tweed.
That's felted tweed. Felted tweed. It's very fine on here. Yeah. Anyway, I knit this a couple years ago, and the kit contains everything that you need. So she puts in the little, I left the loop because I found that was more secure but there is a little ornament hook there as well. I think what happened was I didn't leave enough space on the loop to tie a knot at the top of the ornament holder, so it kept sliding off. So anyway, you can do a loop or do this, and you have all the little beads that are there, and she even includes in the kit, it comes in this little pocket like this, and there's a couple different colors, so you can order it. And what I loved about it is the Christmas balls are nice, but this actually looks like a real glass ornament. Shape, she got the shape down perfectly. Yeah. So, and you want to knit it kind of tight because you don't want the stuffing to show through, and it keeps the shape. So there's a couple different colors, and she's got the all of the beads come with it, and inside this too there's also a beading needle, which looks like a hair. You can't even see it, like it's so fine. So you can put your beads on your yarn. You get the little enough felted tweed to make the ornament, and a little bit of stuffing to fill it. And there's I think
there's a little crystal for the end.
Yeah, I just want to make, so there's a crystal for the bottom, and there's the little fast ornament hooky thing there as well. So you get all of that, and her instructions are very detailed and well written, and you get this little book to like write your notes in with the instructions. So if you want to do that, it's a really fun project. I think it's a little bit more it's not really a beginner project. I would say you have to have a little bit of experience in any. It's a little bit more complex than doing these round balls, but it is very, very satisfying. So it is.
I knit one as well, and it was my first project using beads.
Oh yeah.
So I really enjoyed it.
I haven't done that. And how did it, like, are the instructions all in there?
Oh yeah.
Perfect little chart for everything, and
I might have to give it a go.
It's really, and when you start to see it build up, like it's very satisfying because the shape is it's
beautiful.
It's perfect. So anyway, you can check that out online. And so the ornaments, and then Simone, you did a deep dive on some gifts to knit. So,
and this time I'm in the know.
I have no idea. Okay.
So Betsy and I were just kind of brainstorming about something that we wanted to share on the podcast, and we were thinking it would be neat to do some holiday fun. People that knit for gifts for others generally have things kind of wrapped up by now, but they might be looking for a few ideas just to fill little holes in their gift giving list. So we picked 5 different projects that we thought looked beautiful, and they are all requesting a worsted weight yarn, so it's something that works up quickly. And we've tried to kind of cover most of the kind of common themes. So the first one up is French press felted slippers by Melinda Bernardi. This is an older pattern, but it's a good one. It's a worsted weight slipper that's knit large and then felted down to the size of your recipient's feet. So it's very customizable and it's beautiful. If you take a look through the Ravelry projects, people have added a lot of neat little embellishments as well. So they'll put a special button on it, or they'll do a little bit of beadwork or a little bit of embroidery, things like that.
Nice.
So, it can be as fancy or simple as you would like.
Yeah. Lovely. What's that called again?
The French press felted slippers. So felted on purpose.
Excellent.
Next up is the Northman Mittens by David Schultz. These are really beautiful, cozy mittens. They're knit, as we mentioned previously, in a worsted weight yarn, but they're also lined. So the outer mitten has a beautiful stranded colorwork star on it, and then the inside is just plain knitting, so it moves very quickly, but you'll have really cozy and warm mittens whenever you finish. They're beautiful, so I highly recommend that pattern. I might have knit it in the past.
You have some experience with that pattern? Okay.
Third up is the Grow Hat, GRO, by Fiber Tales. It's a really, really cute, just kind of toque with a folded brim and a little bit of texture, just to keep you interested. Yeah. And it would be another one of those really quick knits. So if you're looking for a last minute addition to your list, this would be an excellent option. Number 4 is Key by Jared Flood. This one is a little bit longer because it is a scarf, but it's all over cables. It's knit in a worsted yarn, and the pattern is one of his more simplistic cable patterns, so it would be easy to memorize. And that way you can just kind of knit, and the project is finished. Yeah. And last up is Squirrel in a Sweater by Little Cotton Rabbits. We had to get a toy in there. Yeah,
I did see this one, I have to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was very tempted to just immediately cast on because it's absolutely adorable. So like all of her patterns, there's a lot of detail in the pattern, but this one also comes with an option for 3 different sweaters that you can knit for your little critter.
You get it with the pattern.
Yes. I love acorn sweaters.
Yeah,
so cute.
Yeah, very cute. And if you remember Pierre and Penelope, my 2 little cotton rabbits that I knit, I can't say enough about her patterns. It's just lovely. She writes a lovely blog. I think she's a lovely person. I haven't met her, but she just has this kind of like aesthetic about her work and everything. So I'm delighted she made it on the fun to knit list. And what could be cuter than a squirrel?
Yes,
unless it's on your bird feeder. We have a squirrel that's driving the dog and cat crazy around. Yes,
is that Chippy?
Chippy, yeah. And he's either living down under our deck or over in the woodpile, but I think he's got caches in different places. Yes. So anyway, but that's a great project, and I think we looked at it's like her instructions are very detailed and very easy to follow. And what I really loved about the project was I thought it would be fiddly when I was making those animals, but it's not. Yeah. It's like, I think you do it on a 3.25 needle or something, some of the clothes. And if you want a kind of a no risk or low risk project to learn some of the techniques to actually make sweaters and things like that, I would highly recommend them. Yeah. Excellent. So maybe there'll be a few of those things under the tree somewhere. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. So Simone, you again. What's happening with the Nin Teasdale knit along?
Oh, we have one more thing.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I forgot that. Oh my goodness. Okay. So last time we mentioned that we had the new Rowan number 78 magazine, and they did. It's actually retails for $28 Canadian. So they've done a lot of work in Rowan, like trying to get the price more affordable for these magazines. And you get, I forget how many patterns is in here. There's probably like 21 or something like that. And it's still lovely. Like the paper and everything is nice, and it's a really good deal. So, and the thing about their magazines is you can't buy the patterns separately. So it might have been a little bit prohibitive when the magazine was it used to be $45, and if you weren't going to knit more than 2 or 3 projects, it might have been a little bit prohibitive, but you were out of luck. You couldn't get the pattern. So at $28, I think it's they've done a good thing with that. And Simone and Betsy have picked out a project from this that they thought was fun with different colorways, and it's called the Donatella. Yeah. And there's not really,
that's the front of it here. And then the back of it's on the back of the magazine.
Yeah, so I think there's actually a bigger picture of the back. Yeah, it's right here. So here's the back. And the front is perfectly plain with little patch pockets. So that one has a scarf over in front of it. So that it's right here.
So when I saw it, for any of you who attended the Fiber Festival with us, Jamie from Cabin Boy Knits was walking around in a cool sweater.
Yeah, that was cool.
Color work on the back, different color work on the front, and each sleeve was different.
Yes.
And I was completely inspired to do something like that as well. And then this showed up, and I thought, well, someone's done most of the work for me.
Yeah,
Thanks, Rowan.
exactly. Yeah.
So that was kind of where the attraction of it came from, was the fact that he was wearing this sweater, which he did confess he didn't make, but he had purchased when they were in Shetland.
Yes,
so
exactly.
it was a genuine Shetland sweater.
Yeah. It actually looked like they had pieces left over of sweaters that they made and put them all together and made a sweater. But I really loved that sweater too.
It was very, very cute.
It was really, really nice. Yeah. So, okay. So you guys picked out your colors. Yeah. Okay. So what do you...
So of course, Betsy's bringing the brights.
Yeah.
So I went with, I'll just read off the numbers so that you know them.
Lotus leaf.
205.
Lotus leaf.
All right, Kim.
Yeah.
This one is one of my current favorite, 202.
Turquoise.
Yeah. And then we've got 200.
Barbara.
Yeah. And this is new to the lineup for Rowan. This is K0011. So it is one of the new K-Facet colors.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if it has a name.
No, that's
a Kids Okay.
That's a Kids Okay. I think it's either Petunia or I don't know them all yet.
Well, the number is K0011.
Yeah.
So there you go. And then of course, so this would be all the color work colors, and then this as the main part.
Right.
It's 224.
That's I think it's either shadow or dusk. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But the number is 224.
Not ancient?
No.
Okay. Anyway,
that's what
224 is the number. So I thought it would be a great, fun little project.
Right. Yeah. Excellent.
It's a sweater.
And I like that it's a light gray in here, but this is a nice color. It's kind of like a purpley gray.
It's me. I pull almost always the cool tones. Yeah.
Yeah.
So mine is very, very
nice.
Cool.
Yeah. Lovely. Okay, Simone. And what did you do?
Kind of stepped outside of my comfort zone a little bit.
Okay.
With these. And I'll start with the contrast colors. So this is color 227.
Sorbet, I think.
Sorbet.
Yep.
This one is 178.
Sea Fair.
Okay. We're testing.
No,
it's not.
Sea Salter.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're testing Kim here.
Yeah.
158.
Pine.
Yeah. 186.
That's tawny.
And for the main color, 225.
That is a fairly new one.
Yeah,
as well.
that's a new one.
Yeah.
What?
It's not a cafe, but it's the last round.
Yeah, yeah. I forget what the name of it is. Yeah. So that's my cognitive test. Almost not a perfect score.
Close though, not bad. Considering we didn't warn you at all.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. They're both really, really nice.
For the Donatella in magazine number
78.
78 of Rowan.
Okay, great. Okay, so that's great. And that looks like a project that would kind of go pretty quick too, because you've got the color work on the back, but you get a little bit of a rest with the front and
the sleeves.
And it's pieced as Rowan always is. So that's great. Yeah.
The major selling feature for me on that cardigan is the cute little colorwork pockets on the front.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta love pockets.
Yeah.
All right. And we just have one more book that we didn't talk about in the last episode. And that's, this is not a new book for Rowan, but I missed it somehow last year when it was published. So it's another Georgia Farrell book, and it's Abstract Volume 2. And Georgia Farrell has a really distinctive and lovely, timeless aesthetic. And she does all kinds of like fun little things with shapes and textures. And this book uses a lot of kid silkays, which I love in sweaters. So it's a really interesting book. There's let me see which there's also cables and different. She sometimes makes the detail just from the textures as well, but it's always these nice kind of geometric shapes and everything. So you can check that book out online as well. All right, so I think we're at what we're wearing, and which will lead into the projects.
Yes.
So I'll go first. So I'm actually wearing Joe Bat's Arm by Jennifer Beal, and this was knit in. It was. The recommended yarn was a fingering weight superwash, but I knitted in Selkirk worsted. So, and it was, this was one of the first, when we were first starting making Selkirk worsted. So it's a bit thicker than it is now. And I just did my swatch and did the math and it worked out perfectly. And what makes this sweater so interesting, I think, is these colorwork bands. Mm-hmm. And I, as a knitter, I was terrified and intrigued by how you get it to fit, because my impression was that you had to have your tension absolutely perfect to be able to do it, but it's quite deceiving, because as per usual for Jennifer Beal, she's got a crafty way of getting this look, and you don't need to worry about you pick up stitches to do it actually, and the color work is knit in the round, and all of her little trademark things that keep you interested but make your life easier than it looks. Yeah, so that's that. And my project is still the wallflowers, and I was debating this morning. I said I can't come back out there with one little thing, so I'm just going to show you. It seems like I'm not doing anything, but there's literally hundreds of these different types of beginnings of the final hexagons that are here. So I have all my little skewers, and then I have a pile of them here. So the next thing and then there's different colors as well. So some of them are purple, and then there's these pink ones. And so then the next thing that happens is they get 2 more rows of crochet on all of them, and then the last row joins in, and it's becomes a hexagon. I have 2 more. Oh. 2 more of these to do.
Okay. Don't dump them all.
Okay, well, that's why I put them in there. 2 more of these.
Okay.
And then I think it's 200 or something like that I have. Yeah, so that's it. So that's it for my projects. Just getting her done for that. So, all right, Betsy, you're next.
All right, I am wearing Doors.
Yep.
From the Rowan. Where does it come from?
Alpaca Sparkle.
Alpaca Sparkle. And it's made out of the Alpaca Sparkle.
Right.
So I can't take credit for making it.
No.
But that's okay. So we just wanted to show off the Alpaca Sparkle kind of made up in a project. Yeah. We've all been envisioning it in different ways. So I don't know. I was saying to the ladies, if I was choosing the color, I'd of course have gone with the pink.
Yes.
But this works. Yeah. So
I think it looks really cute on you.
Oh, thank you.
It's just like what we'd hope. Just that little little sparkle.
And I think when we look the pattern up, you can do the short sleeves, or it has the length sleeves.
Yes,
as well.
It does.
So,
yes, and it's called Doors, but it's DORS.
Yeah,
that's if you're looking for it. So
I like to keep things interesting.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then as far as my projects go, I have a couple of finished items. Oh. So this is my Jaunty.
Oh wow! There's a lot of knitting in this, Betsy.
Yes, Andrea. Mowry. And I held 2 of all of like my scraps together, which mainly ended up being our point prim sock and little bits of felted tweed, Rowan felted tweed that I had left. Yeah. So the pink is the point prim sock in our cherry crush and cherry slush, not crush, cherry slush.
Yeah.
And then the gray is in our seagull in our point prim sock, and I really like it. It's very squishy. It has some good body to it. So because I did it with the 2 held together, when I put it on, it kind of stands up. nice and thick.
It's
Yeah.
so squishy.
Yeah,
It's,
I love it.
The point prim sock is a bit deceiving, I think, because when you have it knit and then blocked, it has a very silky feel to
Yes.
it, doesn't it?
Yes, it
Yeah,
does,
and
yeah.
it's kind of surprising when you're knitting with it. It feels nice, but the fabric is a lot drapier when you're knitting it in a garment.
Yeah.
Than
And then when you throw the felted tweed in there with some alpaca.
yeah,
I just
that's
love it. I
lovely.
love
The
it.
feel
I
of
think
it
it's
is gorgeous.
a little bit funny because I think Andrea Mowry, when she originally sort of thought of her original plan and called it Jaunty, it's because she just did a nice little cute kind of scarf to tie around her neck, but then she also couldn't hold back.
Yeah.
She made like 2 more, one middle-sized and one large.
Right,
So I
right.
would probably fall into the largest category.
Yeah,
But
That's
I
lovely.
I'm tall. I can
Yeah.
carry off a lot of shawl. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, lovely.
So that's that one. And then I also managed to finish off, or so I thought,
Oh,
my cardigan. So I wore it on Sunday. I blocked it. I had a suspicion that the sleeves were too long.
Too long?
Yes.
Oh.
And by the time I blocked it, it is a superwash wool. And it has some nettle in it. So just a lot of drape. So the sleeves just went a little longer than I maybe was anticipating. But having wore it on Sunday morning, I just know that exactly how much I want to take out. I want to take out 2.5 inches, and I'll just redo the cuff.
okay.
And I did twisted rib for the cuff and for the bottom, which I absolutely love.
Yes.
Because what it did is it's kind of a cropped cardigan. It's very floppy. It's hard to show.
Yeah,
though.
it's very.
It's kind of a
drapey.
cropped cardigan. So it pulls in a lot right around where I want it to, my natural waist. So I was wearing it over a dress that had like a tight bodice and then kind of an empire waist to it. So flow out. So it pulled right in just below that empire waist. And
Okay.
it was perfect.
Oh, lovely.
It is a bit, this style might not be the best for my robust shoulders. I was thinking about it. I maybe should have widened the saddle shoulder portion a little bit.
Like
for
made
my,
it more like this. Okay.
Exactly. That would have just helped in the look of the shoulders. I don't think it would have helped in the fact that it does want to slide off
Right.
the
Oh,
shoulders.
okay.
So I may, there's no buttons or anything on it, but I may do kind of like, I could pull it across and weave like a shawl stick through it if I really felt like
Right.
it was drooping. But it wasn't too bad. So
Yeah.
because I did have
Nice.
a dress with some short sleeves, so I think it kind of stuck to those.
Oh,
But I was thinking if I was wearing it over a sundress, it may just slip
Slide.
on my skin. So
Yeah.
I learned a lot. I really love the feel of it.
Yeah, it's very silky.
Yeah.
Your knitting is impeccable.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I
That almost looks
purchased
machine knit, really.
I purchased a style of little cardigan that I thought I didn't like. The ones that are just really simple and like have the little round neck and the little tiny buttons.
Yeah.
They're very classic. You see them everywhere. And I wore it and I went, oh, I really like this style on me. I had this idea that it was a granny sweater.
Oh,
And so I wouldn't wear them, but I tried it on. So it's excited me because now there's a whole world of those cardigans
Right.
out there that I
Right.
can,
They're so
can give
cute.
a go. So cute.
yeah.
And I've come back around. I wanted to try cardigan knit top down so that I didn't have to worry about fit. I could try it on as I went, but no. I just love a good seamed fitted
Right.
cardigan.
Yeah.
So pieced it is. I think I'm
Yeah.
going to go back to trying some piecing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, good. And are you happy with your button band? Even though you're not doing
It's
buttons?
starting to curl back
'Cause you-
again, so it was okay.
Okay.
So again, I'm just sort of seeing how bad it's going to curl in.
Yeah.
If it doesn't curl, I'll leave it.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah. I might just end up leaving it and just wear it as a throw over cardigan and
Right.
try not to be too fussy about it.
Yeah, it's nice.
I get way fussier about my hand knitted things than I do about any of my other clothes.
Right.
So I'm trying to tell myself, just relax,
Yes,
lady.
yeah,
Just
yeah,
relax.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I have a question, and I don't know if you can answer it or Simone will answer it. So there were comments on, wow, that's really very nice knitting as well
Thank
on those bands. Anyway, they were talking, people were saying the difference between half twisted and full twisted. Did you get what they meant by that?
Yeah.
Okay, because
To clarify what I did, on the right side, I knit through the back of the knit stitch.
Right.
And on the wrong side, I purled through the back of the purl stitch.
Okay. So then that's half. Oh, now I understand.
I
Okay. Because they were talking, let me see if I got it. They were talking about you go through the back loop on the knit and the purl stitches.
Doesn't that
For the
not just
full-
untwist them? I
No,
don't
you
know.
keep twisting it.
Keep
so it's
twisting.
tight.
So it's
Yeah.
really twist. Oh man, but if I went any tighter than this,
Yeah.
I think
tiny.
just my knitting is so tight. I maybe got away with it. I wouldn't need to. I also went down significantly in needle size because I wanted it to do a
Cinch.
sudden cinch in.
Right.
Yeah.
So then, because this looks like regular ribbing on this side, and this side has a little bit of a different look. So if you do the twist it, then it looks like the twisted side on both sides.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So there we go.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. We'll get it yet. We'll get it yet. I don't know.
See, you
which-
always are learning.
It's true.
Yeah. No
I
matter
just-
how many miles you've knit, how
Yeah.
many yardage of yarn you knit.
I think I just typed in twisted rib and pulled up the first tutorial. So
Yeah.
I didn't research
Well,
further.
That's the same. I thought I was doing
Twisted
twisted
rib, but you're
rib
not.
on my Kate Davies trite, but it's not. I did exactly what you did.
All right, well, there you go.
Yeah. So,
And then I also
more.
have Matthew's mittens have been through a bit of a ordeal.
oh,
So I had them knit up to here with a different color work thing going on, but they were too big. And
okay.
so I threw them in the naughty corner for quite a while because I was just like, I'm going to deal with this. And then I was the other day, I was like, just take it back. So I just ripped it back all the way to the cuff
okay.
and started again and put in, this time I was like, if you're going to do this, take the time. I just did like one by one before. And this
Okay.
time I was like, just pull out a chart and put in some diamonds so
Okay.
it'll match
Right.
the sweater that
Right.
it goes with.
Excellent.
So yeah, so they're coming along better now.
Yeah.
There.
Lovely.
And so yeah, they fit
Yeah.
him really well. So
Yeah.
those are coming along, and I'm knitting them really tight, so it should be like
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Did you feel them?
yeah. I want it just like because this is worsted.
Yes.
And, well, I mean it's a light worsted that we had
Yeah.
that we don't normally sell, but it's still I'm knitting it as though it were.
Yeah.
What needle size are you using?
Oh dear.
Oh.
Small.
2 or 2.25. I
This
can't.
way.
I don't know.
Oh, she can see the
2.5.
2.5. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I can read the
Wait.
regular.
Target.
Yeah.
Oh, I was trying to practice saying it a different way. Chowgu? I don't know.
Okay.
I've never gotten that one right. I can read the regular needles. I can't read the double points. I don't know
Okay.
why. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well,
Whatever.
it's tiny.
They're
I didn't
shiny.
even know it was tiny. I just didn't know that.
Tiny,
Even know
tiny,
that it was
tiny.
upside down. Okay. And that's just a pattern. You're just doing it.
I'm just making it
You're
up,
making it
which
up.
I'm doing for the next one too.
Yeah.
So,
okay. So what's
I
that?
had shared my gobsmacked yarn with you folks that I had bought at the Fiber Festival, and
Right.
I was so excited to do the Killer Queen Cowl. I have started it twice. I still absolutely adore the photos of it, but it's not for me. Sometimes a pattern is just not for you, and it's okay to
Yeah.
step back
Yeah.
and say
Yeah.
that. There's nothing wrong with the pattern. It just does not, the process of it does not appeal to me.
Mhm.
And I'm very much a process knitter.
Mhm.
So I decided, you know what, it's okay. Just set that one aside. Maybe someday you'll come back to it. But this yarn was not for that. If you also remember, I had a green
Yes.
that went with it. And somehow putting those three together, held together looked nice in their skeins. Knitted together, all I could think was the Joker.
Oh.
The Joker. Purple, gold, and green. It just looked like the Joker.
Oh.
So I set the green aside and just decided to cast on. I wanted something bright and fun and cheerful. And at first the word gaudy kept coming to mind. And then I was like, I don't care. I just want it fun and cheerful.
Okay.
So I'm doing some daisies. And I'm going to do a Mobius style cowl. So
You're just
knit
gonna
in the
knit in
tube,
two?
then attach the ends in a twist.
Yeah.
And I'm calling it the Daisy Head Maisie Cowl, which is after a Dr. Zeus book.
Oh.
If you know, you know. So,
I know Dr. Seuss, but who's Daisy?
you don't know
Head?
Daisy Head Maisie? I'm
No.
pretty sure it was Dr. Zeus. Now you have me questioning.
Oh.
But I think
Well,
it was
sounds
one of
like
his,
Dr. Seuss for
one
sure.
of his slightly lesser known books.
Was it the Lorax?
No,
because that's the only one I haven't. I don't really know.
Don't really know. Oh,
yeah.
So Daisy's in class, and a daisy pops out of her head, like growing out of her head, and then they have to solve what to do because the one kid is like, "Well, I'll just snip it off," and they're all like, "No, wait,
that could be her brain."
That could be, exactly. This could be important. Yeah. So anyway,
but now I want to know where that is.
We're gonna have to look this up.
I'll have to look it up to confirm if it is. Maybe it's just done in the Dr. Seuss style. Yeah. So I'll definitely have to look it up and confirm for you.
Is it maybe something you wrote in your own head?
No.
Okay.
I read it to my girls over and over again.
All right.
So that's
because if it's not published, you should publish it. That sounds good.
Okay. It's published and illustrated, and I'll find out.
Yeah. Before we look it up, we probably have comments where if we remember to look it up, I'll put it under here.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
If not, you guys tell us.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I was going to bring in a book for you today, and I totally forgot right till now. Okay. It's my Rudyard Kipling with the cat who walked by himself.
Right. You keep telling me to read that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Apropos of nothing.
Yeah. All right. So Simone, is that it, Betsy?
That's it.
No more surprises?
No.
Nothing in the tickle trunk?
No.
Okay. All right, Simone.
I'll start with what I'm wearing.
Yeah, and we really want to know what you're wearing because we've never seen it before. Yeah,
I probably knit this close to 10 years ago.
Oh,
actually,
wow.
It's the Rockefeller shawl by Stephen West, and I knit it as the mystery knit along.
Oh,
so it was one of his first mystery knit alongs that he did forever ago, and I used my hand spun yarn for it.
Oh, nice.
And it's a funny story actually. I ran out of some of the black towards the end. And I had to spin more.
Oh,
no, just to finish it.
But luckily, I had enough of the black fiber in the stash that I could do that.
Nice.
So,
it's gorgeous. So what is I don't want you to take it off.
Actually,
but
I will take it off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's show it in all of its...
Yeah.
So it's a semicircular shawl.
Oh. Okay, not what I expected. I'm glad I asked you to take it off.
And this was my very first time doing the I-cord edge, the applied I-cord edge.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was a game changer.
So remind me, the applied is you put it on after or you do it while you're knitting?
Maybe it's not applied. It's the one that you knit as you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
It's sweet.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I really love it.
Like it. I love these colors. Oh,
and then there's little texture parts too.
Yeah. There's a ton of little details to it.
Yeah.
This too, it's just so rich and
lovely.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was a very fun knit.
Yeah. So that's the Rockefeller Stephen West. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I really like this too.
Yes.
I'd like you could do that in a yoke and that would be gorgeous.
Yeah. And with the fractal hand spun, you get the fun color play.
Yeah.
This was actually there's a wood chip.
Yeah.
This was actually a 3-ply fractal. I don't often do those, but for this particular one, I had 3 braids of the same fiber, so I decided to do a 3-ply.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Wow, and it looks like it wouldn't take that long to do, actually.
No, it wasn't bad. I think the spinning took longer than the knitting.
Well, yeah, you literally start it from scratch. Yeah.
I'm loving this too, where he took it and it ends, and then
it's graduated.
Comes back. Like that yarn usage ended right there.
Yeah.
In that row, and then kind of went backwards. That looks like it would be also a fun construction.
I think he does. The only thing I've knit of Stephen West is the Pearl Ridge. No, Cowl. The Cowl Ridge. What's it called? Pearl Ridge Cowl, I think. And that was how I learned to do continental knitting because you have to cast on 380 stitches.
Yeah,
and you knit it in the round, and it's a big cowl.
Wraps around a few times.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, and that's what I did with my first hand spun that I would knit with.
That's
Queen's
right.
Garden.
Queen's Garden. I was just gonna
say. And so his projects are usually, I have a feeling that they're usually big and kind of, that wasn't complex. It was super simple.
Yeah.
But is this complex or?
Not really. It was more fun than complex because you get into short rows and things like that with it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
so it was just really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And I've knit quite a few of his patterns over the years, and will knit many more, I'm sure, because I do enjoy them.
Yeah.
I'll just throw it on like that.
Yeah. Oh, it's lovely.
It's also beautiful shape fabric.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
semicircular. So
And it seems like it stays in place.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shape of it. That might be a nice, maybe that's the secret for me to have shawls.
I
that
think
shape.
you just have to keep trying, Kim.
Yeah.
I do. I just keep making them in all different shapes and
Yeah.
sizes.
Yeah.
And it's great too, because if you tend to like darker colors or, more plain clothes, you can kind of like jazz yourself up with a shawl or a cowl or something like that. Yeah.
So many things. If I get rid of, if I can finally finish these things, in my imagination, I can
You're gonna
so
go
many
crazy.
things. That's so many
You know what? I love imagination knitting, and I
Yeah.
do so much of it.
Yes.
Anytime that I am waiting somewhere, or often like if it's late at night and I can't fall asleep, I just knit a project.
Yeah.
I don't move a single muscle, but I knit an entire project.
Yeah, excellent.
Yep.
You're a fast knitter.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm fast in my mind.
And then it doesn't matter if it turns out or not.
No.
It doesn't have to fit.
Yeah.
I can make whatever I want.
Great. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And okay, so that was just what she's wearing.
Yep.
So now we're going, now your projects.
So I'm leaving the project front today,
Oh.
but that's fine. I have a finished object.
Oh.
So my ginger snap. Actually, no, I think that was alpaca.
Oh.
These are the Incognito Socks by Nancy Wheeler.
Yeah.
And I use the Call for yarn by Gobsmack Yarns.
Yeah, nice.
It was her Eco Merino sock, and it's in the colorway Undercover Orchid.
I remember. I like the name of it.
I picked it up at the PI Fiber Festival because I need to knit myself some more socks, and I just flew through these.
Yeah.
And
Am I mistaken, or did I smell the
yes, you can smell jasmine.
Jasmine?
Every
Yeah.
time I see a sock
On
on
a
a sock blocker, I'm like, why do you not create this beauty?
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I just love it.
Yeah.
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 So I'm very happy with it. It quite literally flew off the needles because within 2 weeks I have a pair of socks.
Yeah.
And you are such a beautiful sock knitter.
Yeah.
All of your everything is just so, there's no little gapy holes or
Nice.
You do such a lovely
Yeah.
job too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add these to my little sock pile, and I got to keep on keeping on
Yeah.
making the socks because
You
I
have to fill your basket.
do. I decided that I don't want to buy more commercial socks.
Mhm.
I'm going to knit my own, and my commercial socks are starting to wear out.
Okay.
So I need to get knitting on socks.
Okay, can I interest you in a darning mushroom? Do you wear your socks out?
Not my commercial ones, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But not your
And
hand knitted ones.
The hand knit ones, I do wear holes in them, but I fix them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great
Yeah.
thing. You can fix them.
Yeah.
And they do just feel different. It's worth it.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I think I'm catching on. Part of my problem was I knit mine too big.
Okay.
So they slide around
Yes.
in my shoe, which
Yeah.
is not good for wear
Yeah.
and just not good for the feeling. So I need
Right.
to be brave enough to just knit.
Tight.
I just never thought I would need small socks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
you have negative. You need a little bit
Negative
of negative
ease,
ease.
yes.
Experimenting with different heel types
Is
is really important too,
Okay.
because that can play a factor in how the sock kind of rides on your foot.
Mm.
Because I know that I've tried a few different heels, and this is the one that I always go back to, the heel flap and gusset with the slip stitch heel, because it seems to wear the best on my foot.
Right.
So if I do a short row heel, for whatever reason, it doesn't, it kind of bags.
Yeah.
And it slides around,
Okay.
and I end up with holes there
Mhm.
immediately. So this is my preferred method because it works for my feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is important that your shoes fit you.
Yes.
As well. Because if
Mine
you
never do.
and you still have durability then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are the three main things for sock knitting? It's actually the needle size. You need to do it
Smaller than you
smaller
think.
than you think.
Yeah.
That has to fit your foot well, the sock itself, and your shoes also can't be moving around. It
Yeah.
makes sense because then that will create friction. And even if you get a hole, you can fix it.
Yeah.
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 So
Because I have, I guess, weird shaped heels because my shoes never quite fit in the heel correctly.
Oh, okay.
So I actually learned a different method of tying my shoes.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
heel
it's
lock.
made a big difference.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
A heel
Yeah.
lock.
Oh.
I worked. Here we go again. I worked in an outdoor clothing store, and we would have the sales reps come in because we sold all the technical boots and
Yeah.
shoes. So they would come in and teach us how to teach people how to tie their hiking boots correctly for heel locks and different things. Because
It makes a big difference.
You definitely don't want rub when you're hiking.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And that's always my problem. I've gotten blisters from just about every single pair of shoes I've ever owned.
Oh.
And I switched to this method of tying my shoes and I don't get
Okay, well, just give me the gist of it. It's probably something hard to do.
So
with
I
it.
generally wear my shoes I get a bit of an ankle on it because I like the ankle support, and it also allows me to do a significant heel lock. Okay. So I don't know if you can talk someone through it.
Yeah,
it's
better we'll just have to show you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can look it up. Can people look
Probably.
it up?
Yeah.
Heel lock tying.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you need to have it up over the ankle, or can you do it?
I
with
don't
the
know.
shoe?
I've only ever had it, so maybe yours is a different version if it's a lower cut shoe.
Yeah, mine probably is because I actually use that funny little
the one that we never think
eyelet
to
that
use.
nobody else uses.
Oh,
What to
okay.
do with?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's what I was wondering. If
Okay.
it has something to do with that. Like technical shoes tend to
Yeah.
have this thing that I never do it either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I started using that little hole, and now Bob's your uncle. I don't
Oh,
have
wow.
blisters.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all like Ken and I were, this is a bit scary because, we are talking back and forth about our phones listening to us all the time. And I forgot to tell Ken this morning is that, the sun was like right in our eyes when we were coming back home yesterday. And Ken's like, I don't know why they don't make these visors so that you can put it really in the right place. And I've this morning when I woke up, there was a video showing about how you can extend your visor over, like you can move it over, like most people know you can move it to the side window.
Yeah.
But it also pulls out. Extends.
What?
Yes.
No way!
Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna have to do
I'm
some
gonna have to
Googling.
go check out the car. Just go start pulling around.
Yeah, that's what they said. And the guy says the guy that posted the video says, I can't believe this is actually right. And I didn't know it.
I'm gonna have to check mine out.
Yeah.
Well, Ford, did you do it or not?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So a little bit scary that obviously our phones were listening to us, but cool.
You also learned something.
Cool.
new.
Yeah. Anyways, okay.
Next up is
you got a fancy yarn bowl.
Yes, this is my old yarn bowl. It's
Nice.
It's broken here
Oh.
because I had it on the floor and I accidentally kicked it.
Oh. Okay.
So I don't leave it on the floor anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just make it put.
I'm
Easy
impressed
little
you're traveling with it in a bag with you.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't.
No.
But
I
I had
remember the
everything
last time you traveled with
arranged
porcelain
in
in a
here.
bag.
Yeah, I have a bad track record, don't I?
We have cement floors here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I am doing a test knit for the Hat Junkie. This is the Luella's Mittens, or Luella's Mitts, sorry.
Yeah.
And they're fingerless gloves with a cute little picot
My
edge
favorite.
in 3 different colors. And you do use 3 colors per round on some of these rounds. Yeah, they're absolutely adorable. I'm using some Stash Wildwinds that I had that has been kind of yelling at me.
Yeah.
So whenever she posted on Instagram that she was looking for testers, I jumped on because I had just the perfect yarn for it.
Right. Love it.
So they're cute little fingerless mitts. They're done with gusset for the thumb. And
Love a good thumb.
Yeah.
I know. It's
Yeah.
special, isn't it?
I'm going to try and put them on without pulling out my needles.
Oh dear.
So let's see here. I haven't sewn in any of my ends yet.
So it's fingerless, so that's it. You're
Yeah.
at the end of the
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I just have to
do the thumb.
do the thumb.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
yeah, it doesn't go over my watch very well
Yeah.
right now because I have threads, but
Well, now you just made your ladies bottom heavy.
Yeah.
they have full skirts.
Yeah, that's what it, full skirts.
Yes,
Full
yes.
skirts.
So I have a something to admit is that I always found fingerless gloves just slightly useless.
Oh.
I never really got the but when you don't know, you don't know, and when you know, you know. But we had these this mother and daughter from the Netherlands come for the Fiber Festival, and the daughter is like, you know, all the way in. She's shearing the sheep herself.
She's raising the sheep.
She's raising the sheep. She's shearing the sheep. She's preparing the wool. She's spinning the wool, and then she's knitting the sweater. And she had her like a sweater on, and she had the fingerless mitts on, and she was just wearing it like a it's just like was like a cuff almost. They were quite short, so her fingers were, at first I was like, and then but they were decorative and matched the sweater, but were different, and I thought, oh, okay, so it's actually just a fashion accessory if you want
to be. So Sinsel Hujevik has several different patterns where, so the book that I have, I think it's called My Favorite Things or something like that. And a lot of the sweaters in there have the matching set of fingerless mitts that you can make with it.
Yeah.
So not only that, but I also thought, what a great way to make a useful swatch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if you were putting this on a sweater pattern, now you've done the full colorwork swatch in the round.
Right.
Yeah. And you get to see what fabric you like.
Yeah.
On what needles.
Yeah. And I was thinking mittens, and then your fingers are the things that get cold. And I was like, I don't know. I have a couple pair, but I never wear them because I'm trying to wear them like mittens.
Right.
But hers were, I think they were like a little bit short.
Yours came out just to here.
Yeah. So it's actually an accessory.
Yeah. And I do find them practical because I wear them whenever I'm running.
Yeah.
And whenever it gets too cold, I have to switch mittens. But I will tuck my fingers in.
Oh, okay.
And then as I warm up, I just pull them out.
Right.
Yeah.
And it is true that keeping your wrists like a pulse point, keeping that warm does help you as well, right?
Yeah. And that's part of the reason why whenever I knit mittens for myself, I like a longer cuff because there's nothing worse than playing outside and you end up with, you know, frostbite in your wrists because that's happened.
Okay. So this is beautiful. So this is Luella, right?
Yeah.
Luella's
mittens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're lovely. And they're made out of Wildwinds.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the tale of Wildwinds. So we buy all of the wool for Wildwinds from one single farm, and it's a specific flock of sheep. And we didn't have any wool left, so we don't have if you tried to order Wildwinds, there's hardly any, there's nothing there. And in the shelf, we couldn't give up on Wildwinds, so the shelf is empty there.
Yeah.
Praying for wool, and our prayers were answered. He'd been storing it up, and we finally got a lot of Wildwinds wool, but we have to make the yarn. So you used yours from stash.
Yes.
So if you have a stash of Wildwinds, go ahead and make the mittens. But the good news is that we're going to be back in stock with Wildwinds within the next couple of weeks. So you just have to give us a little bit of time to make the yarn, because we just got the wool. So we're in the process of cleaning it and so forth. So it will be coming back. All of the colors that we had in stock will be returning. Mm-hmm. And we're thinking about adding a few new colors, but that will come later. Mm-hmm. But in the meantime, keep checking your newsletters, and as soon as we have a little bit of stock piled up and you can order it, I will let you know in the newsletter. So sign up to the newsletter for that. It won't be this week, but it may be the next podcast for sure. I think we would have some. Yeah. Right, Betsy? I don't want to put too much pressure because we're
going
like
to keep agreeing. Yep,
yeah,
sure.
And if we don't have it done yet, because we're basically starting from scratch again. Mm-hmm. So if we don't have it done by the next podcast, then we'll at least do a pre-sale at that point, because we'll be close for sure. So yeah. All right. So I think that's it. Do you have anything else? Spinning. Yes, spinning. Yeah. Look at that.
So
super
this
fun.
Was 2 of Sue's bats, the Paisley Defender. Whenever I buy her bats, I usually get 2 in the same kind of color family, because they're all like one of a kind.
Yeah.
But she kind of does like color families, so that you'll find the same, shades in them. So this was 2 of the bats. I haven't washed it yet. So like fresh off the wheel.
Well, did we see the bats of these?
I
Oh,
don't,
No time
I
for
don't
show and
know.
tell. She
Oh.
got to work right away.
okay.
Yeah.
I was
So-
like, okay, because there was that mushroom hunter one. That one's done.
Yes.
Did we show that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because that one came from Bramble Ridge.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this was 2 bats. I think I picked them up and picked them.
I feel like I'm sounding like I'm completely offended that I don't know everything you're doing. And you too. What? You've been crafting without me? Anyway, it's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I picked these up at the Sisterhood Fibers.
Oh, okay.
Woolstock East.
Yeah.
When we popped over there, I got a couple of Sue's bats, and yeah, this is the finished yarn. So there's lots and lots of color.
There's so many beautiful.
It does need to be washed, so it'll plump up a bit whenever it's washed. But yeah, I'm very happy with it.
I love the orange in there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I keep staring at it
Yeah.
because Sue has a very specific aesthetic. You
She
can
does.
recognize, like, she's an artist that has a signature.
Yeah.
And this doesn't look like it would be necessarily from her, because she has a very beautiful, calming, watercolory
Yeah.
palette
Wait
usually
till you see what I'm spinning now.
from her.
Yes.
So she had. It's funny because what is it?
Her Halloween ones.
No, but who's Clara? Who's what
Oh,
relation?
is it a granddaughter?
A granddaughter, maybe, or not a niece. Would have been. It's a girl, a young girl,
Yep.
and so she let her play with. Sue let Clara play with some of her things, and she did a post saying, I don't know, but that's what Clara wanted. So I wrote to Sue and I said, I think you should let Clara make some more for the Fiber Festival.
I think I got 2 of those.
Okay.
Nice.
And it's all and I'm delighted to see that it is as fun and playful as it seemed the potential was in the bats.
Yeah.
Because it was really kind of there were really of course, I don't know, she looked like she was about 7 or 8.
She's little and she's enjoying herself.
Yeah, it's great.
That quilt I made that I brought in, the embroidered one, that's
Yeah.
always so super busy. I always say it has like all of my favorite colors in it. And
Yeah.
this contains most of those.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
just
gorgeous.
lovely.
Yeah, yeah, really
So,
nice.
Lots of breaks, little pops of color,
Yeah,
and I really love spinning her bats.
yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
might be a little bit of a crafty addiction, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep going.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure can thank Clara for that one. Yeah. Okay, so is there more?
No.
No, you?
Nope, all good.
Get anything?
All
All
set.
good. Okay. So there's nothing to say. Just when I did the agenda, I didn't take out the Fiber Festival. So obviously the Fiber Festival is over, but next year it'll be from October 1st to the 3rd. And we kind of had the board had their wrap up meeting. So we're just taking a breath and then we'll be probably back at it,
Before
calling for vendors and instructors within the next 3 weeks or so. Yeah, so that's it all over again. Anyway, so that means it's time for the harmony part. So it's a very just a calm scan of St. Peter's Harbor in the beautiful sunshiny day we had yesterday. It was gorgeous. And of course, I'll put some music behind it, which sets the mood. And I hope that you enjoy those few minutes of peace and quiet with some lovely music. And we hope that you have an excellent 2 weeks with your crafting, whatever it is. And we'll see you back here in 2 weeks' time. Bye.